Hello everyone, the Oracle Healer here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is going to be my very first ink reading here on my channel. Super excited to film this one. This ink reading is going to be what you can expect your energy to be like in the month of July predictions. Okay, we have 4 piles to choose from for today. We have pile 1, grounding. Pile 2 is protection. Pile 3 is happiness. And pile 4 is passion. As always, please take your time when choosing your pile. Pause the video if you need to, get centered, okay? I have timestamps down below in the description box so you can go straight to your pile. And if you feel gravitated towards more than one pile, there could be messages in 2 piles for you today, but I do recommend trying to choose one. As always, please remember to only take what resonates or what you feel is for you. And I will see you in your pile. Hello, my pile ones. If you chose the sorry, I was gonna say onion. It looked like an onion from far away. The potato card. Maybe you felt drawn to the onion card too. I don't know. This is going to be your reading for what you can expect in the month of July. So let's take a look at your card before we jump into the ink. So we have grounding here with the potato. And also the number 5. Interesting. So considering you got grounding here as your main energy for July, I feel like you're going to be called to release from something. You know, we do have the number 5 here. The number 5 often represents conflicts of some kind. You could be having conflicts with some people either at this time when you watch this, or you're going to in the month of July, or you know, whenever this reading finds you. But you could be dealing with that. I'm hearing that these conflicts could be surrounding family actually, so these feel like people that you know. Okay, this isn't necessarily drama or conflicts that are coming from strangers or from like secret haters. It's nothing like that. These are conflicts that you're well aware of. And I feel like you're being called in the month of July to ground yourself, because I feel like this energy that you're in is not you. I feel like normally you are pretty grounded. You know, normally you know it is what you want and you go for it. No one and nothing gets in your way. I feel like you're very sure of yourself, pile 1. So you're being called to ground a little bit, okay? You could be an earth sign. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm getting very strongly Taurus though, I do want to say. And we actually have Virgo, so of strong Virgo energy too. Okay, we have a sun here, and I see a sun over here too. So I do feel like in the month of July, I just heard like last 2 weeks of July possibly, things are going to shift in a much better state. It kind of just depends on, yeah, they're saying particular choices that you make. You could be resisting the need to ground, like you know that you need to, but you're resisting for some reason. Maybe this has to do with like leaving like a person or a certain situation, because I was saying that you do know who this is. But yeah, you could be like resisting the urge to do that. But let's go ahead and see what the number 8 is significant. I just heard the 8th. 8s also do represent power and movement, so having or lacking. So yeah, again, I feel like this is going back to this resisting that I was talking about, that I was seeing in your grounding card here. This could be like a cycle that's been going on for quite some time with you know, like someone. because I'm seeing like an infinity symbol here. So there's something that wants to urgently stop, or your spirit guides are trying to push you in the right direction to stop this. You could quite literally be moving or thinking of moving in the month of July, depending on your situation. Yeah. So I feel like some of you do feel powerless as well, I do want to say. Because, like I said, I feel like this energy of... Give me one second. I just started seeing a lot of stuff. There's a lot of like shapes that they're wanting me to draw out. When I do this, when I feel the urge to like write, when they show me something, I keep my eyes closed because I'm trying to make what this picture is, and then we'll connect everything. What is that? Not a decimal, that's like a percent. I was seeing like a percent. Oh, interesting. So yeah, I feel like half of you feel really like stuck. Like I feel like half of you wants to avoid grounding or avoid the situation, just because there could be a lot. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I keep hearing someone say like, I'm avoiding because it's gonna be a lot, either like a lot for you to handle, or if this does require you to move, maybe you don't feel ready to move. So for example, for those of you that are resonating with this being a connection, it could be one of those situations where you would have to like break up if you're living together, and then possibly like get a different job to be able to support yourself. Or if you have kids, those of you who have kids, maybe it would be like a lot, you know, for you to have to do that, to have to relocate, everything that comes with relocation, right? Also everything that comes with change. So I see this being like a huge, also like this is like the biggest circle. See how big this circle is? And then we have this line here, and this circle's a lot smaller. So I feel like right now you're more on the kind of being afraid to take action on anything. You could be like in a hangman energy at this time of not really like going left, not going right, you know, not knowing what to do. But I feel like the other half of you, when it comes to taking that leap and making this change that needs to be done, this side of you is very anxious. It's very fearful, you know, of the future. Someone could have the initial, the letter A in their initials, I do want to say. The number 7 is significant as well. We're seeing 7. 777 could be an important angel number. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to be shown a new route. And this is going to be in those last 2 weeks of July that I was talking about. With like what to do. Whoa, I just got chills on my back. What the heck? I've never gotten chills on my back before during a reading. Confirmation on my phone. I normally get them on my arms, and I always keep my room like room temperature. I make sure I turn off like the fans. I leave the air on, right? Like in the vents, I leave the air on, but I don't have it freezing cold. I lower the temperature down. This always happens to me when I start reading. I mean, not always, but it's starting to happen a lot more often. I feel like, you know, now feeding into my spiritual journey and everything. But I got chills on my back, and then it moved to my arms, but it happened on my back first. I've never gotten chills on my back before. Someone's back could be significant. Okay, it's happening again. Whew. Someone, I feel like this is just, what this is telling me is that you're just like carrying a lot right now on your back. Like, I feel like there's just a mix of things. Things could be really chaotic on your mind at this time, and I feel like you're carrying a lot. I see like a house. Do you see that? There was like a door right here. Yeah. I'm seeing like a door. So like a door is going to be shown to you but there's also like a house. This is going back to that relocation we were talking about. That's weird. I feel like it needs to be this way, but the doorknob's like on the opposite side. That's weird. Yeah, so there's something having to do with like a house or like a home. And interesting. Let's go ahead and get you some cards. I'm gonna zoom you out just a bit. Yeah, let's get you some cards. Let's see. Spirit, can you tell us a little bit more about what's coming through here for pile 1? What is this house or this situation about here? Yeah, there's something having to do with home. Oh, look, we have 6 of Cups. I got a little bit about children. I don't know if you remember that. Someone could have like a little boy and like a dog, but we have 6 of Cups here. So, I feel like, okay, yeah. So this could be a home that's not your home. For those of you that are like wanting to relocate, but you're just like, how the hell am I gonna do that? Like, I can't afford to do that, or whatever your reasoning is. There's something coming through here with like you going to friends, family, people that you can trust. I just saw 1010 on the timer on my camera. That's another number. You're getting a lot of numbers here. These could be numbers that you're seeing or that you're going to be seeing in the month of July. But they're gonna be very, very significant for that month, okay? But I feel like someone's gonna open up their home to you. Yeah. So the reason why this doorknob's like on this upper corner and not here where it's normally supposed to be is because this home isn't your home. But I feel like it's going to get opened up to you. So like 6 is always a number that represents, you know, seeking help and support from people that you can trust. Talks about community, relationships, and I feel like you could be called to like go to your hometown, or there's gonna be like a friend that's going to open their doors to you in like a hometown where you're originally from or something like that. Can we get more? We have King of Wands and Knight of Swords. Interesting. This person who's going to be helping you could be a fire sign. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have air on the table as well. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Look up the symbolism of a lizard because I just saw that. And it's standing out to me here as well a lot. But I feel like this companion, this person is going to help you, is going to give you a lot of strength. They're going to help you ground. They're going to give you the space to ground, right? Because they're going to, you know, open their doors to you if you accept. So they're going to allow you to have the space that you need to ground yourself, to figure out what to do, and to also see this new path that's going to open up for you when it does. But yeah, I feel like you could have like an urge or these tendencies sometimes to just like want to run away from, or I feel like normally you don't, but I feel like right now with this situation you're just like again what we were seeing with this not a decimal, this percentage sign, you know, of this like you having this unbalance here. And I feel like it's because normally you're not like this, but I feel like this person's going to give you some advice in July that's going to be very beneficial for you. And they're going to, you know, this is a very kind person. They're very strong as well. They could come off a certain way sometimes where they give like advice that maybe they may give advice in a harsh way, or maybe like a little blunt, but it's because this person doesn't take shit from anybody. And when you go to them for help, I feel like they're just gonna be like, what are you doing? Like, you should have, I don't know, like left a long time ago. Why didn't you contact me sooner? I could have helped you sooner, like that kind of thing. And it may make you a little bit like, I don't know, you're right, I'm sorry, like but I feel like they're gonna help you, you know, they're gonna help you come out of your shell and see things a lot more clearly here, and help this grounding happen, okay? Let's see if there's anything else. Spirit, is there anything else you would like to share with pile 1 at this time? Okay, so we were getting a little bit about a job that was coming through, and we got wealth. So that's what this new path is going to be about. That's going to open up in the next in the last 2 weeks of July. So for those of you that were kind of worried about, like, okay, even if I do relocate, like, I would need to find a job. I don't know if I can do that. What if I don't find something? You definitely will. But it's all about making those, like, first steps, you know, putting yourself out there. I just heard, like, updating your resume. Maybe some of you need to do that, and you're just kind of like, but if I get a new job, I'm gonna have to update my resume and do all this thing. Confirmation on my phone. So that could be something that you're avoiding just a little bit. Is there anything else for pile 1? Thank you. We have a few here. So you have bouquet, compliments from an admirer. So you have a secret admirer, side little message here, pile 1. We have throne as well, position of authority. So I feel like this is what you're being called to switch to. We were getting, what was it with? Was it with 5? No, it was with that 8 card. Yes, with this infinity and this, like, 8 number I was saying. So I was saying that you could be feeling like a little bit powerless at this time. But I feel like in July, specifically the last 2 weeks, things are gonna shift. Once you start, it's like the closer you get to the ending of July, the closer you're getting to being more grounded and more like your old self, you know? And I feel like you're gonna be a lot more in charge. I see you, you know, being like your old self again, being very self-assuring, having, you know, this confidence to make your own decisions, and you know, knowing what you want and what you don't want, and not being afraid to communicate that to anybody, kind of like this friend that you have. So we have ant, work, achievement, success. You see, yeah, so there is a lot about work that's coming through. Every time I see this card, I think about, like, that saying, like, hard work pays off. So if you know, decide to listen and follow, you know, this path of taking this leap of faith towards making this huge change, no matter what it entails, you know, cutting off a certain person that you thought you never cut off, or that you're afraid to cut off for whatever reason, relocating and how much work relocation is or moving is, hey, I completely get it. But, you know, change is always necessary, and whenever it's time for something new and for expansion, and I feel someone could have a motorcycle. I just heard one pass by really loud, and this card has a motorcycle as well. But yeah, I feel like you're being called to do this. Let's get you some advice before you go. What's the advice today for pile 1? You're definitely more than capable of doing this. Oh my god! I was gonna, like, scream, and I, like, stopped myself. That probably sounded so funny on the mic. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. We have a new start is coming with the new moon here. When is the next new moon? We just had one. Shut up. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna check really quickly for you, because if this one of the next new moons falls on, just let me check. Hold on. I'm going. So July, it says July 2024 has 2 new moons. The dates are July 5th and July 13th. Shut up. I just got chills right now. We literally, your card is 5, and the new moon in July is gonna be on the 5th. It says it's falling on the 5th. Ah, that is crazy. So yeah, so whenever this person offers their, like, home to you or something, or where you could be seeking them, or, you know, vice versa, it could quite literally be on the 5th, because that's when we have this new start. I don't know, just I would write that down because that's gonna be very significant. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. That is crazy. Guys, I can't make this up. What else? I love that so much. I get so excited. So you have nothing will come of the situation. Yeah. So I feel like for those of you that are asking yourself like, should I leave the situation? Do I even need to make change happen right now? Like, I'll just keep avoiding. Like, can I keep avoiding? The answer is no. You know, I was saying that there was a lot about like change that's coming through that wants to happen, even though change can be scary. And, you know, it's here in your cards, you know, that nothing's gonna come out of staying in this situation because it's simply one that just isn't serving you anymore. And when something no longer serves us, it's kind of like we're trying to reach for water from an empty glass, you know? And I feel like it's just time. And this is something that some of you need to awaken. We have hold your vision. Yeah, you see, I like how I said awaken and we got something about vision here. So you could be, you know, thinking a little bit foggy. There could be a little bit of like fog. You know, I was getting a lot about you just having a lot on your mind, carrying a lot on your back, on your shoulders at this time. But I feel like it's, yeah. And so you're just being called to like hold your vision here. Keep things at a steady pace. Take it one day at a time, but make sure that you try your best to stay strong, okay? I feel like for a majority of you, this has to do with like letting go of a certain person or a certain connection, but really it can be anything, right? Because we have a lot of people tuning in here today. So whatever this is for you, you're more than capable of letting it go and having something fresh and making a name for yourself. Okay, pile one. I'm gonna leave this here with you. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a comment down below letting me know which pile you're from. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell so that way you get notified anytime I do post a new reading or a new video. Sending you all a lot of love and light, my pile ones. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hello, my pile twos. If you chose the onion card here, this is going to be your reading for what you can expect in the month of July. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about your card here, pile two. So you got the onion and it's protection. So I feel like in the month of July, you're going to be called to protect your energy. I see you spending a lot of time alone, a little bit isolated. I do want to say that this isolation isn't in like a negative, depressed, anxiety type of way. I'm seeing that this is more of like, you know, that you have to protect your energy right now from someone, from something, from some kind of situation. So you're protecting yourself from a point of, I'm not gonna let anyone mess with me right now, you know, my energy is too important. You're very self-assured, or you're going to be very self-assured in the month of July, okay? Let's see what else. I am getting here, you could be an Aries, or we could have Aries here today. Hi, Aries. That's also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, you don't have to be, but that's just here on the card. But yeah, I'm getting a lot about like protection. Some of you could be like protecting kids, for those of you that have kids as well, protecting your energy and theirs. But let's go ahead and start your ink reading here today. Let's see. I hope you've been doing good, my pile twos. Let's see. So I just close my eyes with this and I wait until I see something. I just got confirmation on my phone with this, so I'm gonna open my eyes. Okay. So I feel like you're gonna have a lot of different people that are going to try to like reach out to you. This could be just for things like, oh, we should go out, pile two. Like, you know, for some of you this could be like girls' night related. It doesn't have to be, but I am seeing that. How cute. But yeah, they could be asking you to like go out, to go make like dinner plans or family functions. But again, I feel like you're just gonna be like wanting to protect yourself and protect your energy and be like, that sounds like fun, but no thank you. I kind of just like want to stay home right now, or you know, stay home at this time. This is important right here. I'm seeing, okay, I was gonna say I'm seeing stars, and right before I was gonna say that, I got confirmation on my phone. Yeah, little stars here. Let's see. So I feel the initial N could be significant for someone. This could be your initials or someone else's, but I'm seeing the initial N. I just heard someone could like Harry Potter too. Let's see. I'm also seeing the number 2. Interesting. So you could be protecting your energy at this time from a certain connection. Connections, we can have all kinds of connections, right? So for some of you, this could be an ex-partner, a romantic interest, a secret admirer, situationship. This could be a friendship. This could be a family member. This could be with like a mother or a father, right? I'm getting for majority of you, this has to do more of with like love or like an ex-partner situationship kind of deal. With the number 2 here, this also represents choices. So there could be a choice that you're needing to make, and I feel like this is part of the reason why you're being called to protect yourself and protect your energy. I feel like, you know, like, okay, there's a huge decision that I need to make in the month of July. So in order to make that decision, I need to block everyone out. I need to stay by myself, stay in my own energy, so that way I, you know, can clearly pay attention to my intuition and what it is that I want before I move forward, before I decide anything, which is really good. I feel like you're good at trying your best to stay calm, even if you feel like, okay, D, I'm not like that. I don't stay calm. I normally panic. I hate confrontation. I hate situations. This is an energy that you're actually going to be channeling in here in the month of July. So confirmation on my phone, being a lot more, you know, I was gonna say it's giving me like a king energy, like a king of swords energy, but also a king of cups at the same time. So you're thinking logical, right? Before, and versus like just jumping into a decision just because, excuse me. Yeah. I feel like you're gonna be blocking yourself and like all communication with people, even like over text and social media, not just in person, because my voice is kind of going out a little bit there. Excuse me. But anyways, as I was saying, and I feel like you're going to be stepping into a King of Swords energy where you're thinking more logically. You're making decisions, you know, while thinking about all the different possibilities in the month of July before taking action. Now, also, this really does have to do with like the heart chakra as well. So this is a decision that you're going to make with the mind mostly, but also with the heart and what your heart wants. I just heard that Selena Gomez song, What the Heart Wants. You got me sipping on some. Someone's butt is coming through here. I just saw that and I kind of like messed it up a little bit. There's someone's butt. Why someone's butt's coming through? That is so funny. Ooh, I got chills on my back. That's confirmation. Oh, okay, yeah. So part of what you're protecting too, that is crazy. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see it here too. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to like take in everything all at once, and yeah, that's what I was seeing on this side. That's what was trying to come on this side, and it didn't. That kind of looks, yeah, no. I'm seeing like a body here. I'm seeing a feminine body. Do you see that? like belly button. You could be like really curvy, or someone you know could be really curvy, and you know, whatever. But I'm seeing like a more of a feminine body, regardless of what sex you are. Just switch the positions with how you need to. But I feel like part of what you're protecting is your body. I keep hearing like my body's like my temple, which it is, you know. Considering I got two and I was getting a lot about like love or situationship, maybe you're protecting your sexual energy and like your body. So you could have been like messing around with someone or just being in someone's energy where you thought maybe it was gonna like go somewhere. I feel like you really thought this person was going to think of, what's the word? It's kind of like one of those situations where like you're involved with someone who, instead of caring about your personality and your heart, you know, who you are as a person, they're kind of just more like attractive to like what's on the outside, so like your body. And I feel like this is something, either like half of you are sensing this right now, but in July it's gonna become very clear, and you're gonna like, they're gonna do something that's gonna make you be like, ew. What the hell? Like, you clearly, you're talking to me for all the wrong reasons, so no, block. Like, I'm gonna block you. And others of you, I feel like you already know this right now, but in the month of July, like the whole July, that's when you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, I need to stay away from this person. I need to protect myself, protect my body, because there's something about like a mom that's coming through too. Maybe like your mom or some sort of parental figure has always taught you this from like at a young age, that like your body's important, it's very special, always treat your body with respect, you know, to make sure that when you know, just those things, when it comes to exchanging sexual energy with someone else, to be careful with who you do that with, which kudos to your mom or, you know, whoever it was who taught you that, because it's very true and it's very important. But anyways, I just feel like you're like, like, I don't need this. I don't need someone who's gonna, you know, be talking to me for all the wrong reasons, you know. But yeah, crazy. That's one like major thing. We have a lot about stars here that's coming through, so I feel like you could be someone who's very touch and very in tune with like your spirituality. Maybe you tarot read, or you know, have six senses. I just saw 1010 on the timer on my camera. You can search up that number if you want, 1010 angel number. But as I was saying, you could be someone who's connected to that. Maybe you grew up with a parental figure or a grandmother who you know, did things involved with like Wicca, or you know, some type of spirituality. There's like so many different branches, right, in this kind of I don't know, field, this kind of you know, in the realm of spirituality. But you have like a sixth sense, yeah. Regardless if you feel like, that's not really me, I don't feel connected to, you know, anything spiritual related or witchy or, you know, whatnot, or maybe you're not someone who's seeking opening up this door. It's something that you do have. This could also be coming through here, all of these stars, with just like you getting a lot of recognition, is what I'm hearing from your spirit guides, for standing your ground, you know, and not falling into the temptation of keeping your energy in this other person's energy who has bad intentions. I feel like sometimes we could get so caught up in, I don't know, for whatever reason, being a little bit scared or insecure to block someone off, even though we know that they don't have good intentions, especially, you know, if you have like a really big heart. This could be something that you actually struggled with in the past. But I feel like it's something that has changed. But I just see you getting a lot of recognition overall in general, you know, from your spirit guides for standing your ground when you need to, especially, you know, during this time and in the month of July. So really good stuff. I'm going to change my battery pack very quickly. You won't even feel it. And I'm going to come back with a few tarot cards for you before you go. Okay, I'm back. Pile 2. I'm going to set this to the side. Zoom you out just a smidge here so we can get some cards. Spirit, is there anything else you'd like to share with us about this, you know, situation that's coming through? Is there anything else you'd like to share about in regards to what pile 2 is protecting their energy from at this time? Thank you so much. That was fast. We got 6 of Pentacles. How do you want this to fall? We got sideways. Let me try that again. Okay, we got upright. Interesting. So I feel like you could be receiving some sort of, yeah, I feel like, remember how I was saying that I was getting that a lot of people are gonna, like, that was the first thing that we talked about in your ink, was that I was getting a lot of people's energy, like a lot of people wanting to come forward to like help you with something or help you during this time. But I feel like you're just kind of one of those people that is just like, I kind of want to figure this out on my own. Like, I promise I'm fine. I need time to like clearly think by myself for myself. And I feel like you are gonna have like a lot of support. People could be trying to like support you financially even as well. That's coming through here. So you definitely do have a lot of people like behind you that want to support you or would like to support you. Yeah, I'm hearing even that this is going back to what I was saying, because we have like a star in here. Remember I was saying that your spirit guides are going to like give you some sort of recognition for staying so strong during this time and during this situation here of you putting your wall up because it's needed right now, or it's going to be needed in the month of July, and protecting yourself. I feel like you could be getting rewarded some sort of like financial opportunity, maybe even possibly just like finding like $100 somewhere like random, like on the floor, like outside, or while you're doing errands, like little things like that. And that's all just kind of like your spirit guides being like, hey, you did a good job, like we just want to like give you this, like here you go. Ooh, we have the Lovers. We have another card. We have 6 here. Interesting. Remember what I was getting with the number 2, that this could have to do with like a partnership, love, ex, or situationship of some kind. Yeah. What I'm actually getting with this is that some of you, if you're already pursuing someone else or you have a connection, you could be trying to protect your current connection from an ex-partner. That could be the thing that you're trying to protect the most at this time. This outsider interference could be someone who's like, oh, I'm seeing that pile 2's happy and I hate that. You know, they finally moved on. How dare they? Like, I want to, even though you have every right to, I want to like get in the way and like ruin this. I'm seeing a lot of stars here too. So I feel like this is like a good healthy connection. That's for those of you that are resonating with already being in one, okay? And trying to protect your connection from like outside interferences. But I'm just getting as well with this card, even if you're not with anyone and you're single, I feel like, you know, this whole situation, you protecting your body, could have to do again with the fact that, you know, whoever it is that you're seeking or dating in your love life doesn't have good intentions. And I feel like you're seeking like a real, like true love, someone you could be your genuine self with. And this person just like wants the opposite, you know. But confirmation here that, you know, this is in regards to love. We actually also have 5 of Wands on the table as well. Yeah. So again, more here about like conflicts. It's interesting how there's a lot of different people here. We got more. There's like a lot of different energies in your reading. Be careful with who you're telling about any kind of like situation in regards to this person that's coming through. Okay, just again, you know, stay in your own energy, keep things to yourself, unless you have someone that you feel like you could really trust to seek advice from. But I feel like for majority of you, you're gonna like tap into this alone, you know, and figure it out alone. Let's get you a few cards. Is there anything else that you would like to share with pile 2 at this time? anything else you'd like to share this time? Oh my goodness, that was a lot. Okay, that felt like a lot. We got 3. We got the month of February, could be significant. February is actually the 2nd month because we got 2 as well. This is also the month of love, so more confirmation that this is in regards to love here. We have Horse, short journey. So this isn't going to be something that, you know, oh my god, I need to protect my energy. Always protect your energy, right? And you are protected. But the situation here that's like going on, that's coming through with this like person, it's not going to last for a really long time, okay? This is going to be something that you're going to think about strategically, you're going to face it head on, and yeah, like you're not going to have to worry about it or think about it anymore, okay? So this is a short temporary conflict that's coming through. We also have Weeping Willow, family sorrow. There could be something going on in the family as well. This fell under the 5 of Wands card. I was getting a lot about like family or people trying to reach out to you. Maybe during this time when you're trying to like protect yourself and protect your energy, there could be a little bit of, you know, things going on with the family. I'm not trying to like scare anybody. This could have to do with someone in the family maybe just like getting sick, you know, and I feel like family is gonna try to like reach you. So don't, protect your energy and have alone time to be able to process things and think about what you want to do with your situation, but don't completely cut off close family members, at least, just because, you know, there is something coming through here with them contacting you about some sort of situation that I feel like you're gonna want to know, and that you're gonna want to have, you know, the inside scoop on, that sort of thing. Okay, let's go ahead and get you some advice. What is the advice moving forward for pile 2 before they go? It's time to release negativity. Yeah, which I do seeing you do that. This person that you're releasing from could be a Scorpio or a water sign that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, sorry. But yeah, again, you know, I feel like you know this, and this is like the overall energy of what you're going to be doing in the month of July. So good confirmation with that. So we have Aquarius here. Show the world the real you. Some of you could be struggling a little bit with being your like authentic self, or I feel like this is also going back to that all of the stars that you got, you know, in your ink here. Excuse me. Confirmation. I almost burped there. With you having this like sixth sense or these certain abilities or just this like star power, star card energy, you're a very, very beautiful, strong being here with a huge heart and a lot of abilities. Some of you could already know what these are. It was coming through in your reading, right? But for some reason you could be a little bit scared, you know, to like face the music, or a little afraid to open this door, which personally I can't speak for everyone, you know, because everyone's spiritual journey is different. I was this way before I opened up to, you know, the world of tarot and my own spirituality and things like that. I was a little bit, you know, scared, and I feel like it's just because of like society, and when, you know, just like unknown things, when there's things that we don't know about or we don't educate ourselves on, you know, looking from the outside in, it could look a little, I don't know, just like a little bit scary or a little like, I don't know. So I totally get that, you know, being a little bit scared to open a door. But if it's being shown to you constantly and, you know, you feel, of course, do, you know, with what you feel your heart wants to do. But if it feels like the right thing to do, you can always start with like baby steps. And you never know, you might you know, end up being really happy that you opened up this door, but you do have a lot of star potential within you. You're definitely here for a big purpose. I'm hearing bottom of the deck, actually, so let's do that. Let's see. We have your hard work is paying off. Did I not say that? Shut up. Did I not say that? And yes. I was like, you're gonna get like rewarded, or like your spirit guides are gonna send you like money for your efforts, like give you recognition. Yeah, you see, we also got Capricorn here. So your hard work is going to pay off in this short little temporary conflict or situation that you're going to be stuck in here. Okay, no worries at all for the month of July here, pile 2. Okay, you're going to pass everything with flying colors. Everything's going to be okay, be fine. And yeah, you're just going to keep on living, living it up. But I'm going to leave this here with you, pile 2. If you enjoyed this ink reading, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, hi, welcome. It would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell if you do, so that way you get notified anytime I do post a new reading or a new video. Sending you all a lot of love and light, my pile 2s, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hello, my pile 3s. You all chose the happiness card. This is going to be your reading. So before we jump into your ink, let's talk all about your card here. So we got happiness. I'm seeing the sign Gemini, so you could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Now, the one thing that I'm getting, obviously we have happiness here, but as soon as I saw this card before I hit record, was that I kept seeing like seeking happiness. So I feel like at this time, if you're finding this before the month of July, I feel like you're seeking happiness or seeking a release from something to be happy, or you could be feeling like something's missing or something needs to be done or needed. So I feel like you're seeking happiness, you're chasing happiness. There's something here that's coming through with this like potion, a little potion bottle here as well. A water sign could be significant. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be seeking happiness with a water sign, or just, you know, going back to happiness. Happiness is a feeling, you know, feelings are emotions. But let's go ahead and tap into your ink and see what else gets channeled through here. I'm curious, but yeah, I'm seeing a lot about you seeking happiness. Not to say that you aren't happy, you know, but I feel like you're, I don't know, I feel like you feel like something's coming. I close my eyes when I do this, so just give me a second to like tune in and we'll talk about it. There's something with the hands that is like crazy significant here. Funny looking hand, right? But yeah, that's what I'm getting with this. You could be someone that like works with your hands a lot, you know, whatever it is that you do for a job, a hobby, that sort of thing. Oh, look, that says go. Right? Yeah, I feel like this says go. Ah, that's so cool. So what I'm getting with go and the hand here, I feel like your spirit guides are telling you to go for it. Confirmation on my phone. So I feel like there's something that you have in your life that makes you really happy, and I see in the month of July you just going for it, taking that jump, crossing the bridge, taking that leap of faith, saying like fuck it. Like, I want to be happy, I want to do what makes my heart happy, and I'm gonna reach out and go for it. I'm gonna reach out and grab it, you know, do whatever it is that I have to do to make shit happen here. You could also be making some sort of like lifestyle changes in the month of July as well, I do want to say. So someone could be eating like tomatoes or like oranges or like blueberries even. Yeah, these are all like healthy things. So again, going back to what I was saying about like making healthy changes, you could be like eating a lot healthier, or maybe possibly like deciding to go to the gym. Something having to do with like, is that what I think it is? Yeah, there's something with like flowers that are coming through. I'm seeing like flowers. You could be like gifted flowers this in the month of July. Well, I was gonna say this month. I'm filming this in June. Maybe this month or July or both. You could be gifted flowers. I like how this is close to the hand here for like what you're reaching for. So I feel like something in the month of July also that you're going to be reaching for is like self-growth and development, excuse me, confirmation of any kind. This could be inner spiritual growth, growth when it comes to confirmation on my phone, confirmation. There's so much energy coming through. You're gonna be in like a happy go lucky mood in the month of July. This is so beautiful. I love this. I'm getting chills all over my body. Confirmation. But yeah, this could be like spiritual growth, growth when it comes to letting go of like old cycles. But I see you growing. I'm seeing, considering this is like a full flower here, right? Because we have like the stem, we have the leaves, we have, you know, this like middle part section, we have all of the petals. It's a very full flower here. So considering it's like full, what I'm getting with this is that this is a flower that, or a seed that you've been waiting on for quite some time to grow. I feel like it's taken you a lot of patience, and a lot of self-reflection, a lot of shadow work in order to make this seed grow into this like flower here. And it's kind of like, oh, my flowers grew now, you know, I can pick them now, like that sort of thing. What I think is also interesting, because you know we did get like this flower here, not like a vegetable. I mean, vegetables and stuff, you know, they do grow too, but yeah, that's what I'm getting here with this flower. Beautiful energy. Let's see, you're very connected to like the earth. You could be like an earth sign, you don't have to be, but I do feel called to say that as well. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because this hand, like all the different lines in it, is kind of like making me see like a tree, you know, like how trees have like the different, I don't even know what it's called, just the different lines in them, the structure, the curves in trees, the, you know, from the bark and things like that. So I feel like another thing that's going to be coming or happening in the month of July is you getting a lot more grounded within yourself, your spirituality and all these things, but also grounded to the earth. We were getting a lot about like health, eating healthy, healthy lifestyles. So you could also be planning on going out, being out in nature a lot more in the month of July. I see you being called to do that as well. Whoa, I just skimmed off my my thing here. What is this about? Someone could be like conceiving. There's like a child or like a baby that's coming through here. Maybe you've always just like wanted a baby or wanted to have kids, but I do see that right here. So someone could have kids or be planning on trying to conceive in July. If you're not trying to conceive, you know, an actual child, human child, what this could be here is like another sign of like, you know, rebirth. So you having some sort of rebirth, you coming out of your own cocoon in the month of July and making, you know, another step closer to your highest self, you know, being divinely connected to things that you want. I also do want to say I feel like you're going to be attracting a lot in the month of July too. You could be like manifesting a lot of different things, but that is so cool. I kind of want to like jump into the cards already to get some more because this is crazy energy. Let's see. What else we need to know for pile 3? What else is happening for pile 3 in the month of July relating to this this happiness and what they're going towards, what they're reaching in the month of July? Okay, so we have Knight of Cups. I was getting, I don't know if you remember with this like potion here, that this could have to do with like I don't know if I said love or emotions. I was getting like a water sign, but that's like emotions, and we have water on the table. So in the month of July, whether or not you're in a connection, I see a lot about love here. You could be like going on dates with someone you're already with or talking to, again, even if you haven't been with them for a long time. But there's a lot about love here. I feel like someone's also just gonna really want to like cater to you, make their way towards you as well. I see a lot of like romance. This person could have tattoos. This person could have like dark brown hair, and they could really have like more of like a laid back style. They don't have to, but that's what I'm seeing here, right, with this card. A lot of tattoos, or tattoos on the arms at least of some kind. This person could also really love like the color black a lot. But yeah, I'm seeing, it's cute how this picture is like a picnic, because I was getting a lot about you like going outside. Maybe you could be planning a picnic, or someone's gonna be planning a picnic for you in the month of July. So I was gonna put this away. Did you see that? It almost fell, and I went like this to put it in the front, and it slipped out of my hand, and it's Death and Rebirth. That is crazy. I like how this fell under my black obsidian, because this is actually a crystal that is all about like, you know, protection and like spiritual protection and things like that. So I feel like you're definitely divinely protected, and oh my goodness, I just see like huge transformation coming through here. Again, one that you've been like working on. This is something that you've definitely been doing the work for. You know, it's not something that like, oh, here, it's just gonna be like given to you. No, this is something that has taken a lot of blood, sweat, and tears from you, you know, to get to this place where you're at now. That is beautiful. What else? Oh my goodness. So we have the Devil here. Interesting. We have something about like a hand. The hand's like standing out to me a lot. You could be feeling a little bit tempted with something. I'll get confirmation for you with that, okay? I'm seeing a little bit about temptation coming through. For some of you, this could be like temptations when it comes to, because we have this like person here, because it's the Devil card, right? And let me make sure you can see this. He kind of has these like strings with this person that's like sad and upset, and it's kind of like strings, like a puppet, right? Being like controlled. So I feel like temptation, I don't know, there's something with like control. I feel like this has to do with maybe like you fighting like past cycles or past shadows. I don't know, maybe like if some of you struggled a lot with like ego, you could be from time to time in the month of July, like things are going really good, and then you kind of have like little moments where your ego is going to be tested, and it's kind of like, okay, no, you know, I've gotten to this place, I've worked really hard to face my shadows and do all of this inner work, and I'm not gonna let, you know, I'm not gonna let these negativity, this negative forces in my head get the best of me, kind of thing. But we'll get you some confirmation. Can we get confirmation for this Devil card here? They want me to shuffle again, so I'm gonna do that. we get confirmation here with this devil card, please? This devil card fell. We got 2. I saw this Nine of Cups when I was shuffling, and I was gravitating towards it a lot. We have 2 9s here. Do you see that? We have 9 of Cups and 9 of Wands. So 9s in tarot often talk about isolation. So I feel like, okay, so I feel like often at times you could be someone who maybe you're like always like a little more on the defensive side when it comes to certain things, and I feel like you don't do this on purpose. I feel like it has to do a lot with like your past. You know, if you're someone who's gotten hurt a lot, maybe you didn't have you know, the best kind of relationships, or maybe you went through a lot of relationships, karmic relationships, that taught you a lot of things, but also that were very, very hard, you know, to go through and grow through. And so I feel like this could have created a version inside of you that is like, I don't need anyone, like people always just use me and do me wrong, like I can do things on my own, which it's really good to be confident and be independent, right? I feel like when it comes to anything, but I feel like one bad thing that can come from being in this energy too much, like of always wanting to be isolated or just feeling like you can do everything by yourself, it doesn't allow you to work as like a team with anyone in any kind of situation. This could be with like at work or in relationships, you know. It could cause you to maybe during arguments block off your partner when they're trying to talk to you about something. So I feel like this is something that in July you're going to be like tempted with like anytime any kind of like confrontation comes up, or anytime like a situation gets brought up that triggers these certain shadows or traumas that you have, you could be feeling tempted to like walk away or like kind of like avoid them or protect your energy or be on this like defensive type of energy here. But I feel like you're being called to just kind of like face it and remember what it is that you learned from going through these things in your past, because this does have a lot to do with like the past is what I'm hearing, which is why I'm saying this could be like past connections or past relationships. But yeah, just remember that you learned all of this for a reason, and you know, again, it's okay to want to be by yourself or have time to yourself. But I feel like you're being called to kind of expand and change this. That could be another reason why we got like the death and rebirth in your card, but also first in your ink. So you're being called to grow, you know, continue to keep growing in the month of July, because I feel like you definitely have. But I feel like if you want to reach like ultimate like, you know, happiness, or get to a point with yourself where you feel really just divinely connected to yourself and like your heart, you know, and all things that come with that. This is just like one of those other little added extra things that just needs to get worked on to reach this happiness, you know, that that you deserve to reach here, pile 3. But yeah, really interesting how that's coming through. Let's get you some cards. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get you some cards on anything else that your spirit guides want you to know at this time, and then we'll get advice and you'll be on your way. Spirit, is there anything else you'd like to share with pile 3 at this time while they're here? Thank you so much. Thank you. trying to grab all these without messing it up. Okay. So first one, we have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Whoa, we have a card, first card about temptation in regards to this devil card here. So there's something having to do, for those of you that are like dating right now, or even if you've been with this person for a while, there's something coming through with like you not lowering your standards for anyone or for anything. So maybe some of you are kind of like people pleasing, or you're kind of just like, I'll just like take what I can get. You know, not to say that you're like easy or that you don't care about yourself or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But there's just like a message here too when it comes to like your standards with certain things. I'm hearing standards with yourself, but also standards with other people. Don't feel like you need to, I don't know, like confirmation on my phone, like cater to them, or just be like, like this is kind of mediocre, but like I'll take it, or like I'll take what I can get. You deserve the best, you know. We have Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Yes, with this rebirth here. That's why they're telling you go. Go for it, pile 3. We have June. What? Wow, crazy. So this rebirth that's happening, you could already be noticing the signs in June. I'm filming this in June, the last week of June, because I'm getting it ready for July, obviously. But yeah, I feel like you could already be receiving signs from like angels about this situation here. When it comes to, first, you know, for those of you, this like person or this like inner growth and things that you still kind of like need to work on when it comes to being like self-isolated and things like that, because for everyone it's going to be different. We actually also got marriage here too, so I'm seeing like a higher level of commitment. We were getting here with this Knight of Cups, you know, someone wanting to give you something, someone wanting to like cater to you. So yeah, it doesn't have to actually mean quite literal marriage, but whatever the next step would be in your connection. So for some of you, you know, if you've just been talking to someone and you've only been dating, this next step is going to be making it official. Or for those of you that have been, you know, together and dating for a long time, but you live separately, maybe the next step is gonna be moving together, or, you know, moving to someone else's city or town to live together. And for others of you, you know, this could be a new commitment, like a promise ring. I'm seeing a promise ring, or some sort of promise of some kind, and you know, that can lead towards a long-lasting connection here. So really cute. Let's get you some advice. Okay. So what is the advice today for pile 3? So we have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So I feel like this is talking about this like 9 of Wands and 9 of Cups that we were getting. So like when it comes to like independence and isolation, for those of you that were resonating with like isolating yourself when it comes to certain things or facing your shadows. So there's a need here to look at the bigger picture when it comes to certain things. I'm hearing even like certain things in like the connection. Maybe in like arguments you tend to, I don't know, hold a grudge on certain things. And I feel like you're being called, and when I say certain things, I'm saying like small, little like micro things, not like, oh, you held a grudge and like someone cheated on you. Like I feel like you're totally validated in that, you know. But I can't speak for everyone because everyone's, you know, there's just so many different types of connections, types of scenarios is what I was looking for. But yeah, there's like a need here to like look at the bigger picture when it comes to certain things, or letting things go, or being, I feel like really when it comes to like anything, you could be someone who, I feel like you don't do this on purpose. This is all coming from the part of you that's been hurt in the past, okay? I do want to say, it's not like, I'm not trying to like come at you like, oh, you're like negative pile 3. That's not what I'm saying. But you could tend to like pick out little tiny micro things in like any kind of scenario or any kind of like situation or any kind of like plans. But I feel like the reason why you do this has to do with what you've been through in the past, where like there was always something in the past that like took away your happiness or that ruined something. And I feel like that created a trauma within you where you like isolated yourself, and like when it came to anything, you were always kind of like seeking something wrong or seeking some sort of red flag before, like you were always seeking to find the bad before the bad could find you. Hopefully that makes sense for someone, but that is coming through here. But there's a need to like try to stop doing that, because when you feed into like something so strong like that, and especially if it's like negative, it kind of like becomes your like reality. It's kind of like accidentally manifesting something bad to happen because you're so fearful of it happening, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm not saying that, oh, every bad thing that has happened to you is because you made it happen or you manifested it to happen. That's not what I'm saying. But when it comes to like these like little things, like, you know, like if you find something to be negative about, you're going to find it. But if you're seeking, you know, things like happiness, growth, like confidence, being able to like see things like clearly, that path of clarity will be opened up to you, you know, in a positive way. So hopefully that made sense. I wasn't trying to like offend anybody, but that's what I'm saying here. What else? This wants to come out. We have a water sign, Pisces, balance, spirituality, and practicality. So this is something that needs to get balanced here. We were getting a lot about like spiritual growth. So these two things need a little bit more balance, or they're going to get balanced. And the month of July, you're going to be called to balance that. I feel like this is going back to what I was saying about you like grounding, what I was getting with like the tree and seeing like roots and stuff. You're going to be grounding yourself, and in return it's going to balance these two out. It's time to release negativity. I was getting that. We have Scorpio. So yeah, I see there that's confirmation with that. So like not calling you negative, but I feel like out of like fear with things that have happened to you in the past, you do tend to like focus on like the negative, but it's all like a trauma response. Okay, so this is something that needs to like get balanced out, and that needs to like get fixed here. But I see you making big things happen. You're a very you've gone through a lot, pile 3, and you've made a lot of growth, and don't think that this growth is going to go unnoticed, because your spirit guides and, you know, your angels are definitely applauding you and everything that you have accomplished thus far. And you wouldn't go through anything that you've gone through just for any reason. It's all with higher purpose, and I feel like that's why you're being called to also like look at the bigger picture here when it comes to certain things. And I promise you will see your, you know, the fruits to your labor, you know, the flowers to the seeds that you've been planting. That's gonna give you this like ultimate like happiness and like purpose within yourself, which is really beautiful. So I'm gonna leave this here with you, pile 3. That was crazy. Big messages here. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a comment down below or give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me a lot. You can leave a comment letting me know which pile you're from. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell so that way you get notified anytime I do post a new reading or a new video. I just saw the number 2828 on my camera, so I'm taking that as an angel number for you. So search that up, 2828, angel number meaning, okay? Sending you all a lot of love and light, my pile 3s. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hello my pile 4s. If you all chose the beetroot here with passion, this is going to be your reading on what you can expect in the month of July. So let's talk a little bit about your card before we jump into the ink here. So you got passion. I'm getting with this in the month of July, you're going to be connected to all things relating to the heart chakra, right? Which is love, compassion. These could be things that you're passionate about in terms of like connections and relationships. But I'm also getting having to do with like hobbies of some kind, something that you're working on. This could be projects. This could also be like career related, but I'm seeing like opportunity. I'm seeing things getting sparked. I'm seeing flames. You could also be like an air sign. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have like a little candle flame here as well. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it and talk more about it. Let's see. And I didn't feel called to read the book, so I'm not reading the book with these, but I want to jump into the ink here. So I do this with my eyes closed. Excuse me, whoa. You could be talking a lot. I heard getting a lot off my chest. You could be getting things off your chest in the month of July as well. This could be something that you're passionate about, that you've been holding in, that like in the month of July you're going to be more outspoken about it. Okay, but let's see. Okay, let's see what we get here. Please show me the month of July for... I just saw like a not the best, but I saw like an octopus. Yeah, so I feel like you're gonna be juggling a lot in the month of July, but you're doing this with like a smile on your face. And, you know, these aren't things that you're juggling that you're like, ugh, like I don't feel like doing this. No, these are things that you're like, I'm gonna do this today, and you know, or I have all these things written down that I want to do, and I'm gonna go do them, and like this and that. So I see you making like a lot of like shit happen. You could have like more than one job or more than one like passion or hobby. You don't have to. This could also be something that like you do with your hands. There's something having to do with like writing that's coming through. I'm kind of seeing like a feather here with this, but like this part is like really defined. So I'm seeing like, yeah, like writings. You could be writing or planning on writing something to someone. This could have to do with what you're working on. If it's not actual writing, this could be in form of like text or like email, you know, things like that. What is feathers? It's really interesting because I feel like sometimes feathers can represent like lack of concentration sometimes, but considering we have like, I'm seeing it in my head, like they're showing me like it's like a feather, and it's like a white feather, but it doesn't get black until it reaches right here, and the point is so defined, which is why like I keep on like redoing this specific section. Let me zoom you in just a little. So I feel like what this is telling me is that you are gonna be very, very concentrated in the month of July with anything and everything, all these different things that you're gonna be working on. Confirmation on my phone. A sister could be significant. One of my sisters just messaged me. You could be at a distance from this sister. I'm seeing the initial M right here. Someone could have the initials M. I'm also seeing McDonald's. Someone could like McDonald's. We also have the initial W as well. Could be significant. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Yeah, I feel like you love what it is that you're gonna be like doing all these things that going back to the octopus, like these aren't things that you're gonna be like, oh, I don't feel like doing this. Like these are things that get you really, really happy, make you happy. I just noticed that this like feather thing that I saw, the ruffles are similar to the ruffles in this beetroot that you got. Kind of like similar to like, I guess, any kind of like lettuce or like romaine lettuce. Is that what it's called? Romaine? I don't know. You could be eating romaine lettuce or be eating a lot of salads in the month of July. But another thing that I'm getting with this, considering like they're both pretty similar, is that there's just a lot having to do with like passions that are very, very heavily like sparked up here. What is this that's trying to come out? I just saw something over here that's trying to be seen. I'm gonna close my eyes again and try to. There's something with the right shoulder, with like the right hand, because my right shoulder is getting a lot of chills on it right now. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. You could be listening to a lot of music, or this passion could be relating to music, because I'm channeling a lot of different songs right now. I can't stop like humming and like singing and saying different things. Oh, that's right. That's like that Billie Eilish song. The birds of a feather, we should stick together. Dun, 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 dun. I don't even know that whole song, but you could be hearing that song a lot, or like that song. What is it with these things? I can't stop highlighting them. They don't stop. The number 8 could be significant. 8 also resembles power and movement, so I feel like you're stepping into your power in the month of July. Again, we were getting a lot about passions and things that you're wanting to do, things that you're like very passionate about, but you're really gonna be in like your element in the month of July. So if there's anything, any projects, pile 4, any projects, anything that you've been wanting to work on, something that you've been wanting to like innovate and like create, do it in the month of July, because your senses are going to be heightened. Brainstorming is going to be a lot easier for you in the month of July as well, which is really, really cool. I was mentioned something earlier about like a sister that you could be at a distance with. You could be visiting them, or they could be wanting to visit you, or someone's sister is going to be visiting. I don't know how for those of you that have more than one sister, that's what I'm seeing here with this. You could have like 3 to 4 siblings, but like someone's far away, or they're all of you are far away. I feel like you all want to like meet up to like get together. You could be having a conversation about this, about getting together. There's also something having to do with like this passion. Sorry if you can hear that. They're throwing out the trash. Oh my god, that's so loud. Speaking of loud, I feel like I can't stop. I feel like whatever this passion is, like when you make it known to people, like this is something that you're gonna like let people know about. Maybe not literally, but something that you're gonna share on like social media or something. And a lot of people, this could be like an influencer having to do with that. But social media is involved. Or you making it known to the public. I feel like people aren't gonna help themselves. Like people are gonna want to know, they're gonna want to see what it is that you're like working on, like things like that, you know. And it's gonna be really hard for people to not be interested in it because it's like one of those things, like because you're putting all your energy into this, and because you're so you know, you're manifesting it or been manifesting it. I just burped, so that's confirmation. Oh my god, so much energy. It's just one of those things where like you've been putting all your energy into this, or you're going to in the month of July, and the passion of it is gonna be radiating from like within you, like inside and out. and people are going to see how passionate you are about this and how much, you know, you're doing what you're doing to make this passion work, and everything that you're going to be, I don't know, there's a lot having to do with social media, everything you're going to be posting about and how public you're going to make it, and just like, I don't know, like it's going to be a hard thing for people to not, like a hard thing for people to miss, and a hard thing that people are gonna like say no to or be able to like avoid or not care about. Not to say that you're not gonna have like haters, right? Because that's just like a given, especially if you're doing so well in this. I don't know what it is, you know, about I can't speak for everybody, but for some people out there in the world, that whenever there's just some people out there that when they see someone happy doing something that makes them happy, or that gives them a lot of drive and passion, and when they see that you're doing really well, that they get so riled up, you know, they get so mad about it. It's like, why are you mad? I'm minding my business, I'm doing what makes me happy, this is my life, like it doesn't make sense, you know. But yeah, so I feel like you're gonna have a mix of people in the month of July that are gonna be like, what's pile 4 doing? Oh my gosh, did you see what pile 4 like posted? They've been doing this. Yes, I saw that. That's crazy. Like they're good at it, or like this, like I don't know, I just see a lot of people like talking about it. But yeah, going back to the sibling thing, you could be like visiting them or sharing this like passion that you're doing or what you're working on with them as well. Maybe the two of you share it together. I'm seeing like consumption through like the mouth. Someone could like smoke or vape or do cigarettes or like smoke weed or something like that. There's also something coming through here with like beauty. I do want to say you could be working on like changing your appearance. This could be like hair. This has to do with like face though. Maybe someone's thinking of getting like, I don't know, something with the face. This could be getting like your eyebrows done. I don't know, maybe like getting like facials. Maybe you've been wanting to go get a facial and you're going to in the month of July. Just anything having to do with like the face, changing the face. This could just be like having to do with makeup. Some of you could have a passion for cosmetology or doing makeup or wanting to be like an esthetician. Anything having to do with like beauty and like the face is coming through here. Yeah. I'm also getting a little bit about alcohol consumption. That's coming through here. I'm not getting negative or positive. This could just be you like celebrating this, you know, what you're working on with people around you, friends and family. So really cool. Also celebration with these like, I'm getting sisters. I keep hearing sisters. It could be sisters. You could also have brothers too, but majority sisters. Celebrating with sisters in the month of July. Cute. I love it. So let's see, is there anything else you'd like to share with us in regards to what was coming through in the ink grit? Ah, I love it. I cannot make this up. Pile 4. Look how beautiful. We have Ace of Cups. Aces always talk about new beginnings and opportunities. So yeah, again, what I was saying in the month of July, if you want to like manifest anything or create, work on these passions or passion, definitely do it in the month of July with full force. You're going to be very heightened. You're going to be brainstorming things. You know, luck is definitely going to be on your side. This is something, you know, again, your card was passion. This is something that's very true and very close to your heart. This is something that you were meant to do. I can't stop looking at, like, I don't know if the camera's catching it, but there's like rays that are shooting out of this. And I think I said too that I was getting the heart chakra, which always has to do with like love and compassion. And this is like a heart, you know, and it's here in the chest, the heart chakra area. And I can't stop looking at this space behind here. So I feel like you're a star seed. You're a star seed. Pile 4. That is so beautiful. So you have a really huge, big, divine purpose here in your divine human experience. You were sent here for a very huge, you know, purpose to move people with your words, with your gifts, with your power, with this passion. And you're definitely going to be doing that and working on this in the month of July. That is like the most beautiful thing. I want to cry. Ah. This could be something too that makes you so emotional because like you want it to happen so badly. I just heard that. I just heard someone say I want it to happen so badly, or I don't know. This could be something you've been working on for quite some time and you're just like, ugh, like when's it gonna happen? When's this gonna come into fruition? And it's coming soon. We got more about water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be significant too. But beautiful. What else? So we have Four of Cups, more water. Interesting. So I feel like you could be going through a little bit of like highs and lows when it comes to, you know, confirmation on my phone. No wonder I was like, ooh, like my emotions were like just kind of like everywhere, and I was like, okay, I need to calm down. Yeah, so when it comes to this thing that you're working on, I feel like sometimes you go through phases with yourself where you're kind of like, you're on a really huge high and you're like, I think I can, like I'm doing this, I'm doing it. You're very like productive when it comes to, you know, what you're working on and what you're trying to like grow in and move towards. But I feel like sometimes you also go through phases where you're like a little like bored. Not to say that you're bored with this passion, but I feel like what this is showing me is like there's still a few inner work or things that could be blocking your energy. For some of you, this could be people that you're still holding on to. This could be like fear of what others will think of you or what society will think of you, because you're like a star seed, okay? So you're meant to make this, like, to be known. You're meant to share your gift with the world, with your passion with the world. But I feel like you go through like periods of like highs and lows when it comes to this. And again, I feel like this is just like your shadow kind of fighting you back, or fighting with like your highest self, your ego fighting with your highest self when it comes to certain things. So just something to be a little bit aware of and to bring into balance a little bit more, just so that way it doesn't affect this like stability, especially if you're like going at a good pace and then out of nowhere it's just like, you know, and like the energy's down. Do what you can to keep yourself grounded, to make sure that your stability stays really, you know, consistent, or that you stay consistent. Whoa. I was getting a lot about like social media or influencing. Maybe you haven't been consistent with sharing your gift or some way or somehow, and you feel like really stuck with that. Do things like meditation, breath work, that could help. Anything that you feel like could bring you more like inner peace, that'll like you know, cleanse your space if you need to. I tell everyone all the time on my readings that our environment is like very important, very crucial to the way we like feel inside ourselves, inside our body, mind, soul, spirit. Clean your space if you need to, reorganize a few things if you feel called to do that. If you have a lot on your plate that you need to get done that you're avoiding, face the music, you know, get that shit done. The sooner that you get these things off your plate, the more room you'll have on your plate to make time for, you know, what you're passionate about here. What else? Ooh, we got Nine of Cups. Yeah, so I see you taking time alone to like work on this passion here. Taking time to like connect with yourself. I like how we have more, there's a lot of cups energy here, a lot of water. So yeah, this is something, you know, like I keep on saying in your whole reading. So sorry if I sound like a broken record. But this is just something that's so true to your heart. It like makes you so happy. I feel like also this is something that is going to give you a lot of rewards financially. And I feel like this is something that another thing that you're wanting to make into fruition, like turn this passion into something that you can do for a living here. Really cool. I feel like everyone deserves to do that, you know, deserves to do what makes them happy, especially if you're going to be doing it, you know, every single day and stuff. But I don't know, with like our economy and everything lately, I can understand how that gets really hard to do, but everyone starts somewhere, and it all starts with you, you know, Pile 4, believing in yourself, which you do. But yeah, I see you in the month of July, just like trying to make shit happen and like going for it, which is really good. Is there anything else that Pile 4 needs to know at this time for the month of July? Anything else you would like to share? We have dog barking. That's advice from a friend. So it could be a distant friend or like a sister that you're going to be getting advice from. This could be advice like relating to what you're working on. Like you could be asking them, should I like post like more often or post about this or that? For those of you that are relating to being like wanting to be influencers, this could be you asking them, should I start up this business? If I do, what should I sell? Because I was getting a lot with like the hands too. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, this could be you seeking like their advice on these things that you're working on. I'm even hearing advice on like how to stay consistent or advice on staying more like productive. We have purse. Pay attention to your finances. So if you're like spending a lot, just be a little careful with that, especially if in the month of July you're going to be working on this and it's like more of like a self-business thing, something that you're doing alone, which I'm getting with the 9 of Cups. This is like, this passion has to do with something that you do either like behind closed doors, something that you do at home, something that doesn't really require you to work with like a huge group of people. Like I'm seeing someone being like really creative and brainstorming, but like you do this like all like on your own. So it's like a self-made business, self-made. It's just really like you're self-made. You know, so again, something that you do like on your own, but pay attention to your finances, okay? Try not to like spend your money on like anything and everything that like you see, just so that way when the time comes you have the money to, I don't know, just like buy what you need to buy. Or I'm hearing in case of a rainy day or like an emergency or something, so just be mindful of that. Stop. I just got chills. I can't even look at the card. I already saw it and I know what it is, but I don't want to look at it. Oh my god. We got star. Oh my goodness. Please focus. Come on. Okay. Guaranteed success. Pile 4. Oh my goodness. I can't make this up. I told you, you're like a star seed. You are a star, Pile 4. You were meant to do this. And I feel like you know that, you know? Like I was saying, you go through highs and lows, but when you're in this high and you're very connected to your highest self, away from shadows and ego, like no one can tell you otherwise. Like, you know, like I was meant to do this. Maybe you've had people in your past. I just saw 23 on my timer. That's an angel number for you, so make sure you look that up after this reading. That's 2323 angel number meaning. But yeah, you could have had people in your past who like told you you should give up on this, it's not practical, like this isn't that. But I feel like every ounce of blood that was pumping through your body and in your heart was telling you that this is something that you couldn't let go of. Like you knew that you served a higher purpose. Maybe you felt growing up, or even in early adulthood all the way up until now, maybe you felt like you just never belonged, or like you were different. And maybe people told you like, like you're cringe, or like this isn't that, you're not special. I'm here to tell you, you are. This is not something that's inside of your head. You know, don't let people love to steal other people's like light and sunshine, you know. But you have a huge purpose here, okay? So don't let anyone make you feel like you don't. What's the advice for pile 4 before they go? You see? We have show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Yes, so you're being called. This 8 of Cups, this starseed energy, to just like let it out, you know, feed into it, pour into yourself. Allow the world. You see, I was getting a lot about this having to do with like social media, or you sharing it somewhere somehow, with like confirmation on my phone with like the world, and we just got confirmation with that. Believe in the impossible. Yes. I hate when I mess this up. It's kind of hard not to with all these cards here, but oh well. Believe in the impossible. Pile 4. Whoa. Oh, you got 2 extra cards. Okay. We got Gemini here. Communication is key. You're being called to communicate a little bit with certain people. This could be with like these siblings that are far away, or what you do. It could involve like communication, like the throat chakra. Could be very important. Like your words are very, very powerful. We have it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. I love that we're ending with this card here. I'm gonna put it right here. Time to take action. Yes, it is. So keep pushing through, keep pushing forward. Okay, the month of July is going to bring a lot of promising things. A lot of new things are going to come into fruition for you, pile 4. And, you know, again, for those of you that are working on something that you're so passionate about and you've always felt called to, the time to do this and brainstorm and feed into this is going to come. It's going to come in July. So definitely, you know, just like feed into that, go in full force. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise or bring you down. And you got this. I love this so much. I'm gonna leave this here with you, pile 4. If you enjoy this reading, please leave a comment down below letting me know which pile you're from. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoyed today's reading. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up. If you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you get notified anytime I do post a new reading or a new video. Sending you all a lot of love and light, my pile 4s. You got this. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.